everybody, I'm Emma with Duke iGEM 2017, and I'm here with Marco, also from Duke iGEM 2017. How are you today?
Not bad.
Not bad?
Yeah, just not bad.
So what year are you?
I'm a senior currently.
You're a senior. And
Yes.
what role do you play on the iGEM team this year?
Kind of like the miscellaneous guy that does everything. Also, I'm working on the economic analysis. I'm all over the place, really. So, yeah.
Fair. So you're a senior. Do you have any plans for after graduation yet, or still
No.
working on it?
I'm thinking primarily grad schools. That's probably the smartest move on my part, is to solidify my background in education and bump up my GPA and some other stuff, as well as just gain more experience in that realm. Yeah, I feel like that's best. But I also have like 5 to 10 other contingency plans outside of academia, so
Makes sense.
it works.
Makes sense. If you could go back and tell yourself something, give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
Better advice would be, for me personally, is don't lose a sense of your personality and don't change it because of the environments that you've been placed in. Either if those environments are demanding that you change fundamentally who you are in order to fit in, I think it's better for you to extricate yourself from that, because otherwise you end up putting a lot of stress on your person, just like carefully crafting a new personality. And if it's too far from what you're used to, it just isn't something that you can maintain.
Interesting. That's good advice. That's really good advice. You've never participated on an iGEM team before,
No, I
right?
have not.
Okay, so why did you join this year?
I mean, you guys are doing what I did last year with the Griffithson, and plus I also quit the swim team, so I decided I would be better served by doing what I originally came to Duke for, which was academics. So,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So why did you fall in love with science? Why are you doing this and not, history research?
I just happened to be good at science, and I don't know, it gave me a better sense of accomplishment than if I were to be good at writing, and I was like, okay, this works, I like it.
Okay.
And it's really interesting knowing how things work. I think it's at the point where you're in college, though, like, it's not so much of like, these are the fundamental rules on which the universe works, so much as these are what we think the fundamental rules of how the universe works are, and also this is how you play with them.
All right, so what is the worst part about science? For all the good things that it gives us, what's like...
I think science in of itself is amazing. It's people being stupid, for lack of a better word, with science. People opposing science that would otherwise be good research. It's people exploiting science that is otherwise good research for their own ends. And then there is just like improperly handling the results of scientific research. I think any research that science does, it's great. It's fundamentally how people apply it, how they oppose it, and just how basically humans put their own spin on it that makes it either good or bad. Science is a tool. A hammer is not bad unless you use it to whack someone with. But typically you're using it to put nails in wood.
Sure. So how do you make sure that science is used for good and not bad?
I mean, legislation helps, but it also really doesn't, because in a democratic society, there's always a very vocal minority that tends to be really stupid too. I mean, not always, but like generally the louder something is, the less informed it is. At least that's what I've found. I don't know. I've always imagined that if you're going to tackle these problems and make a fundamental change, it's going to have to be like a systematic cultural shift, and scientific propaganda, as it were, just like if you were to take Sunday morning cartoons that kids watch and gear them towards science and make them ask questions, and then you were to change how children viewed the world independent of what their parents taught them, like be able to basically change the culture of a generation by having your hand around all their children's TV programming and media, culture, everything.
Interesting. It's an interesting take on it. So what do you do for the economic analysis part of the iGEM team?
Basically, I go through all the research that has been done regarding HIV, its effects on GDP, life expectancy, quality of life, etc. And then I compile a report on that that gives us a very general overview of things.
Why? Why should we care?
HIV sucks.
I mean, I agree with you, yes.
I mean,
why does it matter to science? You were talking earlier about science can be good and bad.
Because it's a chance for science to be good. It's an application of science in a direction that benefits a large number of people without harming anybody, which is fundamentally what you're going for. Yeah. It's an infinite ratio of good because there's 0 people being hurt and a ton of people getting helped.
That's always what we want. That's the goal, right? Yeah. Okay, so in lab, you worked there for over a year now, right? So what's your favorite piece of lab equipment, and then what's your least favorite lab equipment, and why?
I like the liquid handling machine. It's just really convenient. Those 96-volt plates are a pain in the ass to start pipetting by hand,
yeah.
But that liquid handling machine, it works wonders.
Fair.
But most versatile, it's going to have to be a pipette.
Okay. Let's
be honest, it's simple, it's effective, and it works for just about everything.
True. All right, so what's your least favorite?
Have to be the PCR machines. I really hate hitting that screen over and over again.
Fair.
But I haven't used flow cytometry or anything like that either, so who knows? I might have another least favorite.
Fair. Interesting. All right, well, anything else you want to leave our viewers with?
Science is good. Being an idiot is bad. Don't pay attention to idiots. But remember, scientists can be stupid too.
That's good advice. Well, I enjoyed talking to you today. Thanks for sitting down with me.